Hello and welcome back to Ranked A to Z, a series where I win with each pet in the game at level 3 from A to Z in Ranked versus mode. Today we're taking on the Unicorn Pack once again, trying to get the Chimera. Chimera, when it faints, it spends mana to summon a 1/3/3 pet with +1 attack and +2 health per 2 mana. So for every 2 mana, it'll summon a bigger unit, and it summons more units at higher levels. And what's really cool about these units is they're actually unique token pets that you can do for achievements, which I haven't gotten quite yet. It summons, so Chimera, it's like in mythology or whatever, it's like a fusion of it's a mix between like a lion, a goat, and a snake. So at level 1, the Chimera will summon a lion. Now, it's not the same lion that you might know from like Star Pack. It doesn't have an ability and it looks different, but it's still called a lion by the game, and it's got a separate achievement, all that stuff. And then at level 2, it'll summon a lion, a goat. And at level 3, it'll summon a lion, a goat, and a snake. And once again, all those are unique pets. They aren't like, the tier 6 snake from the turtle pack or anything. But it's still a super neat idea. I think it fits super wonderfully, like both in terms of execution based on like the pet's lore, considering it's a mythological pet. It's like a fusion of those 3 pets. And then also it fits really well within the pack. It's a really nice payoff for summons in the late game, or sorry, not for summons. Can be payoff for summons, but really it's a payoff for mana in the late game. You can run it with the Kitsune, a really helpful tier 5 pet. The Kitsune, whenever a friend faints, it transfers all like unspent friendly mana, I think is how they phrase it. It's something like that. Unspent friendly mana to the friend in front of the Kitsune, as well as an extra +2. So even if they didn't have any mana, it'll transfer, +2 mana. So what you can do is generate a whole lot of mana, have a bunch of pets faint, and then the Kitsune just keeps pumping mana into the pet in front of it, and then you can have a really big Chimera summon or a really big Sea Serpent snipe or something like that. Sea Serpent's the other kind of big payoff for mana teams. So to try and generate lots of mana, we're running a tier 1, a brand new tier 1 in the Unicorn Pack on our team here. It's the Pin Gobble. So the Pin Gobble, whenever it gains mana, it gains an extra bonus mana 3 times per turn. At higher levels, it gains like a higher amount of bonus mana. This can be super helpful for just some rapid mana generation. It is a tier 1, but it honestly still has utility into the late game if you're investing hardcore into a mana build, because then you just like put a rock behind it or something. It gets a bunch of mana, a bunch of bonus mana, and then the Kitsune transfers all that mana to the pet in front of it, so you can have an instant 20 mana or whatever on your Chimera or Sea Serpent or what have you. So super enjoy that. You also see me pick up an Easter egg earlier. I'm not sure if it's this turn or the turn before, but Easter egg is another great pet. I like it a lot for mana teams, and it's not because of the Monty itself, it's because of another pet that you'll see me bringing into the team here in a couple turns that really enjoys having that Monty. But in the meantime, we're going to get rid of that Ogopogo. I think I could have kept the Ogopogo on the team, but honestly, I think I'd rather just, I guess I'd rather just take the guaranteed crisp and, perk removal with the Red Dragon. Especially because when my opponent's just running summons, maybe they'll help with a horse or dog or something like that. Yeah, you see it here, completely destroys one of the horse. That's super helpful. Also, the rock snipes are neat. And I really want the skeleton dog to faint. There we go. Get the permanent stats on the Chimera. Now, I haven't really gotten any mana generation on the Chimera yet, but that's okay. I'm at a very low ladder. One of my opponents is like 1500, the other's like 1450. So I'm not worried at all about, playing a little suboptimally, because I know that I should be a lot easier for me to maintain hearts. Look at that Crocodile Snipe. We don't care about that. 12 damage snipe. That's another great thing about mana. Those snipes are legit, dude. That's pretty nice having a 12 damage snipe, on turn 8. That can take out almost every pet, at this point. Unless they've tall scaled super hard. But here's the reason we picked up the Monties on the team. It's because we're going to be running an Amalgamation on this team. That's right, Amalgamation is back from the last ranked A to Z. So Amalgamation, for those that don't know, is another new pet. What it does is when a pet is summoned, it gives it +4 attack, +4 mana, and spooked meaning it's an ailment that makes them take +1 damage. It works super well with summons, like you see here. Giving all that attack to Monty makes it do 12 damage per hit. But the problem with running with summons is that only gets 2 triggers, so there's only limited uses, but still the high amount of attack and the mana it provides, the snipes, can be so helpful. It can also just be used for a lot of pivoting, like you can just get the mana here and just build up lots of attack and mana on your pets whenever you buy them from the shop. Or you can do what I'm doing here and run it with a mana team. So if it's giving that mana to the pet, to the summoned pet, well then the Kitsune can take all that mana and transfer it to the pet in front of it. So you'll see it here, look at that, all that mana. We got 22 mana already on the Chimera. Every time something faints, it's going to give an extra, what is it, +2, +4, whatever Kitsune is. Look at that, 2 1833 summons. This opposing summon team has no shot against us. Oh man, you love to see it. But yeah, we're rolling pretty well now. We got the whole mana squad, you know, set up here. We're getting the big burst amount of mana early on with the Pin Gobble. Then we have the Amalgamation giving us mana throughout the battle. And the extra summons are also giving an extra trigger on our Kitsune every time. So also Kitsune stays alive. Like, we're doing pretty darn good. Look at that. It's getting an extra +4 mana and then an extra +2 or whatever. +4. I don't know where Kitsune is at base. I don't remember. Someone will say it in the comments, but whatever. It's a lot of mana. It's super helpful. It's able to take this person down to 1 HP. Now, here's the problem. I don't have the Chimera to level 3. I need to kind of win with it at level 3. So, you know, I just got to keep rolling, hope to find it. And unfortunately, I don't find the Chimera here. So, you know what I got to do, which you see a lot of times on this series? I got to throw for content. Got to rearrange my team, make sure I lose because, you know, I want to make sure that I win with it at level 3 and don't win too fast. And before, I know some of y'all are gonna say, oh, Troubadour, you're so lucky. Like, you have to, like, throw to make sure you don't win too fast, blah, blah, blah. Listen, bub, this took me 11 tries for Chimera. 5 of those being pre-patch and 6 of those attempts being post-patch. So you know what? I'll take these games, you know, because I'm not winning all the time. You guys, I pretty much only upload wins, but just so y'all know, I am human. I do lose a lot. I have like a 20 or 25% win rate in superautopets, even worse in ranked mode. Actually, what is my win rate in ranked mode? Let me check my spreadsheet real quick. It's about 23% win rate in ranked mode. It doesn't help when I do stuff like this. But hey, we find 2 Chimera in the shop. We get it to level 3, and now we can rearrange the team back and get this dub. Because, I mean, they weren't dealing well with it in my Chimera before when it only had 2 summons. Now I've got 3 summons. Like, there's no way I lose this, you know, barring something crazy happening. I'm getting like a double crocodile or something. I don't know. No, the pancakes would make them live that. I need like a triple crocodile or something. Take out my Kitsune to beat me. But nope, don't do that. So we take the mana. We get the mana from the summons as well. Amalgamation coming in clutch. And look at this giant Chimera summon. Boom, 1833 on each of the pets. No way they're getting through that. And we're gonna take the win. Let's freaking go. Chimera done. This took me 11 tries, like I said. And next, we're going to customs for Chupacabra. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, as always, stay true.